Alright, we're going to play another game of Grimdark Future Firefight today. We're going to have a squad of Watch Brothers against a squad of Robot Legion. I've got a buddy playing with me over Discord. You won't see him here, but you'll hear him. I got another friend hanging out. You may hear him comment as we play. We'll talk through our lists a little bit here. We're playing 2.5, so going to be using Army Forge. Again, you'll see me pull that up on my phone all the time. And of course, here we go. So, first up, we've got a Watch Captain brother. He is going to be given Psychic, and he has the default upgrade of Disciplined, which is going to make him hit on a +1, so he's going to hit on 2s. We've got a few Watch Brothers, so I think there's 4 of them playing this. So this is, or 3 of them playing this. So this is a Heavy Bolter and an Energy Sword. We've got a Frag Blaster here. This one's going to be interesting. It attacks a lot, but it doesn't do split fire, so it's really only going to be relevant against tough units. Then we got a Plasma Rifle Wielding brother. And fan favorite, Johnny Prime Beef makes a return. Alright, I'm going to switch this to a little better camera and have our guest introduce his army here.
Alright, so leading everything up, we got a Robot Lord. It's going to be an Overlord giving us Royal March. And a Heavy Repeater Rifle and a War Scythe on him. You know, big hitter. And he's going to have a Jetpack, making him ambush and flying. Alright, next on the list we have a second Robot Lord. He's going to be a Psychomancer, bringing Gloom Protocol, so that way we can Dispel with +2. He's also going to have a Wrist Laser and Hyper Sword. And then, troop choices, we got 3 units of Guardians. 2 of them are going to be Sword and Board.
Yeah,
Classic.
just about dropped him.
And the last is going to have a War Scythe.
We're gonna
nice close range damage.
represent that by this Sharpie dot. We unfortunately only have Guardian models printed. These are OnePageRules models.
And all 3 of those units are going to have jetpacks as well.
Ooh, interesting.
So we're going for the fastest robot army you've ever seen. And then the last 2 troop choices, we just have 2 Eternals with heavy Gauss rifles. Hoping to just sit in the back and plink away at some Watch Brothers. You know, give the Psychomancer a bit of cover. Maybe grab an objective.
Right on. Well, speaking of objectives, we're playing 3 objectives. One towards the center of the table right here in the middle of some of the scatter terrain. One, again, kind of in the center of the table, a little forced over to this side. And one a lot closer to the Robot Legion side over here. Kind of did that because these guys are stricken by the slow ability, which has in the past made it hard for them to get to an objective. As far as terrain, we're using some scenery provided by World Scenics. Painted that up this weekend, and it was fun. I think it turned out pretty well. FLG Matt, and with that said, we'll go ahead and roll for our activation here.
Alright.
So the Watch Brothers will be represented by the red die, and the robots by the blue die. A higher result here will result in the units being able to activate first, and then go first on the first turn. That's 2 4s. All right.
Excellent.
All right, and that's going to be the Watch Brothers getting to go first here. So, we're going to be able to activate out to the back of this first tree, which is going to be 6 inches. Robots that choose to activate this turn that are affected by the slow ability will be able to activate 4 inches, which is approximately right there. We'll just measure it. It's going to be kind of hard. With that said, we'll just start getting our guys moved up here. So lay our nice invisible ruler down and activate away. And of course, I left the activation tokens over here. I'm going to switch to the overhead camera while our guest decides where he would like to activate.
Right. So I think we're gonna Start off nice and early with the Psychomancer.
All right, you just moving straight forward?
More towards that bottom objective there, towards that piece of cover with the dice next to it.
Okay, right over here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe about here?
Just take up a nice little position. Yeah, somewhere around, a bit more north, if you would. He doesn't use roads.
Ah, yes. Who would? Yeah, I'm always forgetting my activation tokens. Those will become relevant, especially after this turn, or after this activation stage, as units start to be able to see each other. Okay, another Watch Brother activation here. Knowing that this is as far as my units can go, since I chose to go the max activation, I can choose not to measure the rest of this as long as I'd like to go that far. Now that will change when we get to Johnny Prime Beef, but that might be a second.
Alright, I think we're gonna go with one of the Eternals. Just moving on up with our Psychomancer down there, because everybody needs a friend.
Yeah, right up next to him?
Right up next to him.
Right on. Okay, we're gonna move the Frag Blaster brother. Try to get him up towards what appears to be the center of combat, or what should be.
Alright. And then I think we're just gonna do the last Eternal right in the middle of the map. Just about there.
Cool, cool. We'll take our Plasma brother, and we're gonna try to work him up towards this building as an end result. So maybe a little off the road, off the beaten path over there.
Alright. And then for the robots, everybody else is gonna be in ambush.
Okay. I'll just group them
we got
back
some
here.
Sneaky robots today.
Now,
Fast, sneaky robots.
I had done the ambush rule incorrectly last time I played. They have to go at the very beginning of the turn before any activations, starting after turn 1, so turn 2. Not saying you were gonna get it wrong, but I did. Alright, so I just get to activate the rest out here, as I choose. Now, Johnny Prime Beef is fast. That's why we like him. So Johnny's going to actually get to activate out to 9 inches, which will put him right beyond this tree line. But I think what we'll do is maybe work him up towards this side. What we've seen Johnny do in the past is just tank really well. And true, maybe I wasn't playing him properly, but we'll see if we can replicate that. Okay, with that done, we're going into the first turn. And the Watch Brothers are going to get to activate first. We've got our tiny little activation tokens. And we're going to get to move 6 inches if we'd like to fire. Now, more than likely, we are not going to be within range of anyone. It's going to require 24 inches to be in range of any of our guns here. Luckily, I think that is our shortest range, except for our frag blaster at 12 inches. So 30 inches would be the minimum to hit someone. So let's grab a tape measure and see what our 30 inches looks like here from one of these guys. So no, we're not going to be in range, at least before the robots start working out. Until they start buffing up, right? So we'll just start running up. Especially with that Frag Blaster brother. He really needs to work up there. But unfortunately, he's got to run around these trees. And that's going to put him right there. And there's his token. So you've got 3 models to activate this turn.
So, I think we're going to take the Psychomancer and just move him. Just run him 8 inches into that piece of cover, that building.
Yeah, right up in there.
All the way in there.
Okay, now there are no windows on this, so he's just going to be fully obstructed. Yeah, no windows.
And, I mean, we're still outside of firing range. It's
yeah.
Just, I don't want to take some pot shots before.
That's fair. So just hide him right in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
We'll work him with him. We'll work
Now,
with him a bit later.
should you run your guy in there and boost on him, give him a window? No, I'm playing.
I
I don't think you can do that.
Stand on shoulders?
I don't think you can do that.
Robot Legion actually really well known for being great acrobatics.
For great shoulder standers, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I mean that's going to be as far as any of our guys can move except Jonathan Prime Beefington. As we all know, he is going to be able to make it to this objective by the end of the first turn, and we like that. With that said, and while we're talking about windows, this building also has no windows to serve any help to either of these objectives. So maybe it was bad terrain placement. Maybe should have paid attention to where the windows were. That'll be interesting. So with that said, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for one of my guys to go up there unless he was trying to hide until you got closer, which, you know what, we're going to do. So we're going to tuck right in there with our plasma rifle equipped Watch Brother. Alright, you've got 2 Eternals.
Alright, so Eternal on the south side of the board, he's going to go... no, we'll do the one in the middle. We'll just put him. We'll move him. Where's 8 inches from? Can you give me an 8-inch?
Yeah, and keeping in mind, you can choose to mantle this cover or run around it.
Right.
So if you were to run around it, it would get you about here.
Is that little barrier partial cover?
Yeah, you just want to get right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little Jersey barrier.
Right now, but...
Well, actually, you can see my model through that door. I'm almost sure of it. I'm gonna say you've got partial hit onto my leg through that door.
Nice.
So, would you like to take a shot?
Wasn't that more of an 8-inch move? He's only got...
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry. Wow.
Yeah.
Good catch. Good catch. That was an 8-inch movement.
Alright. Just... I'd love to take a shot.
Yeah, but no,
he's winded. He's winded.
can't hold up that heavy rifle any longer. All right. Yeah, good catch, man. I was about to let you get away with murder there. Encourage it even.
Oh yeah, no. 2 attacks, both 6s with rending.
So I think what I'll do is I will take a 6-inch movement with this Watch Brother here. Tuck him up right in there, and we'll examine what kind of coverage your Eternal has back there due to these trees there. So, I think we've got partial shot on him.
Nice.
Would you agree?
Yeah, you can kind of.
I hope I'm representing this properly. I'm probably not. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and take a partial shot. Partial shot. We're only going to fire a piece of it. So this is just a heavy rifle equipped Battle Brother. Okay, 1 attack. We are going to hit on 2s because of our disciplined ability. We hit it. That's a 5. So this is going to be AP 1 for you. What is your defense value on the Eternals? That's 2, right?
That's a 2+.
Okay, so you're going to be saving on a 3. You got a 3.
Yeah, we love those.
All right. Well, nice. A little bit of action there. All right, your last Eternal here.
All right. So I think he's gonna move.
Okay.
4 inches diagonally down to the left. See if you can snake around that building a bit.
Right there. Or you want to be up here?
Line of sight.
Line of sight to this person?
Yeah, the guy who just fired. Is that 24? Do we have 24 inches?
Well, let's double check that. Yeah, 24 inches is the base of my model, which I believe is how we actually measure.
Close enough.
And that is definitely line of sight. The question is, do we want to call that partial cover? I would say not, really. The box in front of that Watch Brother is actually quite low.
He's very tall.
He's a big boy. Dude, he's got those prime legs.
All right, so yeah, I think we're gonna return some fire.
All right, what kind of shots are you gonna take?
So we got the heavy Gauss rifle, 24-inch range, 2 attacks, no AP.
Okay.
And it is rending.
And you're gonna hit on 3s here?
I'm gonna hit on 3s.
That's gonna be 1 hit.
Love to see it.
And
no
you
AP.
said no AP, so I'm gonna save on a 3 here. See, that was one of the rule changes going into 2.5. It used to be that Battle Brothers saved on 2s. So, big change. So I got a 5, so that is going to be a save.
You love to see it.
Man, we're whiffing. You're missing. Okay. I've got a few more to go, and knowing that you can't return fire, it doesn't really matter what order I take them in. Why I say that is normally I would save Johnny Prime Beef for the end, because where I'm going to put him would put him in range of the robots pretty quickly. Because he can take an 18-inch movement, but he can take a 9 and shoot. So he can't shoot this turn, but we will go take that objective. And that's going to be a point for the Battle Brothers. The Watch Brothers. They are still Battle Brothers, they're just of the Watch discipline this turn. I don't think we're really going to be able to get in range with anybody. Except maybe this gentleman over here. Oh, just aiming straight down. This gentleman over here. Let's go ahead and check that. Yep, that is within 24. And we'll go ahead and take a partial coverage shot. You're covered mostly by that Jersey barrier. So this is going to be hitting on 3s because of the partial cover. And that's a whiff. That's a 2.
That's a whiff. Wing and a miss.
Alright, we need a couple more tokens. And I only have 2 more to activate. We can't forget about the watch captain over here. He is hiding by the dice tower. I kind of forgot about him twice already. Kind of bad choice to activate him there, to be honest. Yeah, because I kind of want to be over there. But that's okay. Like, since you chose to ambush, I have a little bit of time to work, my models where I want them. However, that's going to leave a swath of the map open to you. This whole area right here is going to be open for ambush really quickly. And knowing that, I should probably hang on to this guy back here. And maybe tuck him in right there and make it so you can't really ambush anywhere back here. Okay, and that's going to end my activation. The end of turn 1. So we'll flip to an overhead, talk a little bit about what went down here. The answer is not much. That's kind of the problem with ambushing most of your army, so it's going to get really interesting at this next turn. But what we do see is Jonathan Prime Beef holding this objective, the south side objective as we're referring to it, and that's going to be 1 point on our little guy here. That didn't come through at all. It is way too bright up there. Cool. So we will come back for turn 2 after we remove the activation tokens. We don't really have to deal with anybody getting up here from a wound or anything. So we'll remove the activation tokens, come back for turn 2. Okay, back for turn 2 here. As we just saw, the Watch Brothers got the first point of the game by claiming the south objective, right where my head is. So what we're going to see this turn is the Robot Legions get to activate first. They had the vast majority of their army in ambush. Can you tell us why you did that?
Okay, so I don't think I've ever actually taken ambush with Robot Legion before. I kind of like slowly marching up the field, but kind of thought bringing the Overseer with Royal March, get that slow rule negation. Might be a bit fun to bring some ambush and then have some surprisingly fast robots show up, a little later in the game.
Cool.
Just mix up the playstyle a bit.
Yeah, so with the start of turn 1 here, you can take advantage of your ambush. So is that what we're going to see you do here?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can do that.
All right.
And so I'm thinking a good spot. We might just want to go straight for those 2 north objectives because we don't really have too much going on for us.
Okay, yeah, let me switch to the overhead here, make it a little easier to place them. Who'd you like to move first?
All right. So do they get a move after they dropped in?
I believe so, but all of them have to drop in. all the
then
ones that are going to
we can
ambush, and then
activate.
you get to activate one of them.
Yes. Okay. Or at least that's what we'll say.
I would love to get another correction in the comments if I'm doing that one wrong.
All right. So, because I do want them to be, you know, within the Overseer's 12-inch aura for Royal March, they're all going to be pretty close together.
And the only rule you have to take into account is you have to be 9 inches from my closest model.
Right.
And that's probably going to end up being this gentleman over here with the red helmet, which is basically going to put you at this objective
All
and
right,
behind.
So, we're going to start with the Robot Lord. Just put him in that kind of corner made with the Jersey barrier and the barbed wire.
Like right here.
As close as possible to the 9 inches.
Yep, let's just double check that. Now, I wonder if the 9 inches should be line of sight. That is 9 inches, though. Now, if you'd like, you can just claim the objective, too.
I think we got bigger plans. I think we got bigger plans.
All right.
We're going to drop all 3 Guardians pretty much just around him as well. We're going to have 1 sword and board. We're going to put him just north of the objective. We're going to have him grab some cover and just kind of be a nuisance up there.
You want him to take cover behind that building like that?
Yeah, you know. And then we're going to have the other one, sword and board. You know, just around the objective somewhere. That's fine, you know. And then we're going to have our last one, which has the war scythe.
The Sharpie dot.
The Sharpie dot. We're going to put him right up with the Overseer.
In front of him? Well, beside him or behind him?
Beside him.
Okay. Man, my Army Forge app just kind of freaked out there. Okay, so you get to activate now.
All right. So, let's see what we're gonna do here. So I think. Oh, which one of your units are which up in the north?
So
I forgot.
the ones that distinguish themselves. So you have the Combi Bolter Plasma Weapon guy hiding back here. You can't hit him unless he. Nope, deforesting. Because there's no window there, right? You had the Frag Blaster guy here with that big gun I was telling you about. That 12 attacks, all on one person though, unfortunately. You have the Psychic Watchmaster here, and this is a standard bolter energy sword guy.
All right, so I think we want to take.
Oh, keep in mind this guy is tough 3.
All right, I think we want to take our war scythe guy.
Okay, that's this gentleman with the dot.
Oh yeah, and I think we're just gonna charge the Frag Blaster.
And we get to ignore slow, correct? Because we get
ignore slow and terrain with the jetpack.
Oh, so you get to jump. You get to jump that.
Oh yeah.
The dangerous terrain there. That's incredible. And you are within 12 for a rush. Okay, here goes. So, what are you gonna do?
We got a war scythe that is 1 attack, AP2, deadly 3.
Okay, AP2.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
All right.
Okay, AP2, right?
AP2.
Saves on a 5. Oh, baby!
Oh, no.
Let's go! Okay, so, you picked the correct brother to hit, though, because he has the worst melee. So, he does get to melee back, having not been, knocked, having not taken a wound or been knocked there. Previously, I had been incorrectly, letting my models melee back when they are stunned, which, of course, doesn't make any sense, but, you know. What are you gonna do? So I get to CCW attack 2. Disciplined. Let me double check if this is only affecting shooting. So I'm gonna hit you on 3s. So keep that in mind for my energy swords. I'm gonna hit you on 3s, not 2s. All right, that is 1 hit, no AP. You save on a 2 there, correct?
These are a 3-up save with the Guardians minus shields.
Okay, 3-up saves, so there we go. And that's going to be saved. So you're going to have to move 1 inch away from my model here. Would you like to back up into the objective?
We will.
Alright, yeah, that's a fair play. That's a fair play. Okay, so I'm going to get to go here, and I think I'm going to try out this frag blaster, man. But just to get cheeky about it, I'm gonna like run around to the other side of the objective and claim it before I shoot you. Actually, I'm gonna shoot the overseer.
All right.
I think that's a better idea. So let's check our frag blaster and get more dice. Yep, 12 dice. No, 8 dice. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah. I was like, I don't even have 12 red dice. Okay, so I have 8 dice.
Alright.
And I get to hit on 2s with rending. Sorry, I need to turn them around. I have posable guns on these guys, and I didn't even turn the model around. Okay, all but 2 hit. So
nice.
That's 6 hits, 1 rending.
All right. So we are gonna have 5 3-up saves and 1 6-up save.
So do you want to?
6-up, it's just a 6.
Do you want to do it where we roll the rending one first?
Yeah, let's try and roll the 6.
All right, taking 1 so far. To tough. Now you've got 5 saves on
3-up saves.
3. All right, you saved 3 of them.
All right.
So that's 3 wounds. You've now met your tough and have to roll for effect.
Or do I do regeneration on tough?
You do regeneration, except on the rending one. So you take the 1 on rending no matter what.
All right.
So you get to try to regen 2.
2 5-ups.
Snake eyes.
Snake eyes.
Okay, so now you're gonna have to roll for effect. This is what I was doing wrong before. I was essentially making everyone tough 4.
All right.
Okay, you're dead. That's a 5.
Nice.
Okay, frag blaster worth it.
We're doing great.
Here, let's no, you know, I was gonna play the gifs, but we're not gonna do it. I shouldn't have said gifs. That's a divisive word right there.
You mean GIF?
Yeah, see, exactly. GIF, yeah. Okay, that frag blaster literally costs as much as a whole unit, so I'm happy about that. Let me get my activation token here. And actually, I accidentally left an activation token on your Psychomancer back there, so I removed that for you. And you're up.
Alright, well, the Warden's gone. We're doing
Hey, at
great.
least you got up there and got that objective.
Right.
You know, and you still have the jetpacks.
Alright, I think the Eternal
And I'm
the Jersey barrier
the Eternal right here.
in the middle. Those are Guardians.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yep.
guy.
There is a tree here, by the way.
Nice.
So you just have to like scoot a little if you wanted to shoot him.
We're gonna shoot into Johnny.
Okay, yeah. Fully unobstructed. Do you want to move at all? Because you can move up here before doing that.
Yeah, I mean it's only a 4-inch. I don't think 4 gets him into decent cover, will it? Because he'll have to go over terrain.
Yeah, 4 would put him essentially right here. And he wouldn't really be in cover, so you're better off to stay there and retain your partial. Yeah. Okay, so what do you got on that guy?
That's the heavy Gauss rifle. 2 attacks with rending.
On 3s?
On 3s.
Alright, that's 1 hit. Do
Sweet.
you have AP?
No AP.
Okay, Johnny is going to save on 3s, I'm pretty sure. Johnny's going to save on 3. Johnny gets a snake eye. 1 to tough for Johnny.
Nice.
Okay. I was expecting you to ambush back here, and I talked about that during turn 1. So I kind of stranded this brother back here. We're going to need to start working him. Working him up. And I'm a little concerned about these jetpacks over here as well. Like that. That's concerning.
Well, back to being slow now, so it's a slow army again.
Right, but at least they have jetpacks to get over this stuff, because this is what really affects you getting between these two objectives, right? Because I gotta run around that or risk dying from it. Okay, so I think what we'll do. See, I'm worried because you've also kept your Psychomancer back here completely out of it, and that's a guy I would have loved to have attacked, because that's the model I'm afraid of. I knew the Royal March would be cool, but the Mancer has always done some nasty stuff on this table. So I think we will take our brother here, this brother, and kind of just move him up against the wall a little bit, right there. Now, let's talk about something there. There's a hole in that wall, so if for some reason one of your models gets over here and has a shooting weapon, he can be hit, alright?
Alright.
So he's going to take a shot at your Hypersword guy? Is that what he was? The Sharpie Dot guy?
Warglaive.
Warglaive, sure.
Warscythe.
Astralis.
Some kind of weapon.
Okay, so this is just a regular old boy. So he's going to take a 2-up on a heavy rifle, 1 shot, AP1. And that's a hit. So what do you save on there?
That's a 3-up save.
Including the AP1?
Oh, that's a 4-up save.
4-up save. That's a 5. Good save, good save. That's a 4-up save. We take those. All right, what you got?
Too, but it's a 4-up save especially.
What you got? What you got?
All right, so.
And don't forget your boys back here.
Oh, I know. So I think Psychomancer guy is gonna move to the edge of the cover, towards
north or south? North, okay.
To the north.
Right about here.
About there. Does that put him within 18 inches of Mr. Prime Beef?
Oh,
yeah,
within 18, yeah, for sure.
What am I thinking? Yeah, so we're just gonna peek him out around the corner.
You just want to do one of those and retain partial?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We're going straight into Prime Beef.
All right, what you got on him?
So he has. Somewhere on this list. Alright, he has a wrist laser, which is 3 attacks, AP3.
Hitting on what?
3s. Big 3 guy.
Alright, you got 2 of them? And you said AP3?
AP3.
So 2 saves on 6. Saves neither. With no regeneration available, Jonathan has met his tough value. And must roll to check effect before continuing with the attack. Jonathan has perished.
Oh, see, we've avenged the Overseer.
I hope I'm doing this right. 3 plus 5 is 8. I think that's right. I think we're doing it right. Hopefully if we're not, at least it's even. Okay, good shot. Do you still have more to do with him, though?
No. He would have had to have cast spells before, and he only has...
Are they 12-inch spells?
Well, he actually only unbinds as a psychic, too, and does not cast.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, I would have chosen the Technomancer upgrade myself.
Maybe he does. I don't know.
But keep in mind, you did not kill the psychic there. This is the psychic. Johnny's not the psychic in the Watch Army.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it could still come in handy.
Oh yeah.
Because I haven't done anything with him yet, and I still want to get your guy off that thing. But I'm more worried about your doubles over there.
Yeah, that's the thing. There wasn't a bot protocol thing unless the Technomancer gets it, so I'm not really sure if he gets the psychic spells or not.
Oh, the Technomancer does, yeah.
The Technomancer does, but what about the Psychomancer or Chronomancer?
I don't think either one of them does. It says psychic on the ability.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He just has unbind.
So, I might take a partially, well, let's see. Because I kind of need to get up there now, right? So I think I'm going to work right about there. We're going to see that we are definitely within 24 of that man on a partial shot. So we're going to be hitting him on a 3 unless he has a modifier.
He does not.
That's a 3. This is AP1, so 4 up save.
That's a 4 up save.
That's a 1. That's going to be 1 tough on.
Well, let's roll for
regen. We did, yeah, okay, right. My guy didn't have regen. Good.
Oh yeah, 5 up.
Okay, that whiffed the whole dice tower. I'm re-rolling that for you. 4 up. Okay, at least it was better.
Ooh.
Like, you improved from a 2. So
We'll get one of these regen rolls.
Like, it used to be back in the older Grimdark version that he would have this upgrade that the Technomancer would allow regeneration on 4s, and I would never get any wounds off. I just get obliterated.
Alright, so...
Yeah, let me get an activation token, but please, yeah.
The thing that the plan falls, so my 2 guys on that north objective aren't within charged range anymore. Because
Well,
they had
let's
to be outside
double
of
check.
9. No, because they had to be outside of 9, so they can go for the frag blaster.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Yes, they can.
Which may be worthwhile, but he already can't do anything.
But it would claim you the objective if I can't remove this guy by the end of the turn.
Yeah, I was hoping to get the guy inside cover up there.
This guy shot. Sorry, I didn't give you an activation token there.
Is there a guy up in that building?
Yes.
Okay.
And you also have this gentleman down here.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to work on that building up there?
I think... Do I have a 24-inch shot on the psychic guy, or... What is that?
From whom? From whom? From this man?
Gone Eternal, yeah. If I...
So you get, yeah, you get 28. Yep, so...
Move him forward.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just had to move, like, over here.
Alright, and that's no obstruction on that?
Or
is that a clean
yeah,
shot?
if we get it right, I think about right there, you just squeeze a clean shot right through.
I think we go for that because he hasn't been activated yet, and we just take a...
Yeah, you see that? Look at that.
He's there.
Yeah, he's there. You can see his chest. Clean shot.
Alright. This is 2 attacks, no AP.
Hitting on 3s. That's gonna be both hit. Do you have rending?
And that is rending.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll my rending.
Save.
No rending. I'm gonna roll my other save on a 3. Dude, snake eyes. Bad dice.
Snake eyes.
Okay, so that is 2 tough wounds.
That was a good shot.
That was a great shot. I underestimated that gun for sure.
It usually never works, and honestly, not having any AP up against some watch is pretty risky sometimes.
Just wait until we play Change Brothers.
Oh,
they're gonna hit you with 2 defense.
Gonna need a whole lot of
sorry, they hit you with -1 to hit.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, that was nice. Need an activation token. I'm really bad at activation tokens.
Alright, so I have 2 guys left to activate, and you have...
I have this man, and this man.
Cover. Alright.
And that guy in cover, I'm ashamed about it. He should be saddened by his lack of combat and drive to help his brothers. I mean, one has already perished, and he hasn't moved, you know?
Yeah, his leaders are taking some hits, and he's just behind a wall.
So he's just gonna 12-inch run in there and hit you with an energy sword.
Which guy are we going for?
This is the man that is up there at the top. See, I posed... Yeah, I can't shoot and charge. Would be fun. Okay, excuse me, I'm just trying to find the proper one. Okay, so I hit these on 3s. This is an energy...
-1 to hit with shield wall.
Okay, so I hit these on 4s. They are AP1 with rending. 1 rending, 2 rending!
Oh no.
All right, 2 saves on 6.
2 6-up saves.
Oh, dropped one. Didn't get either one. Go for regen.
2
Oh, no
5-up
regen. No regens on
No
rending.
regens, it's rending. Oh no.
So, check for effect. 2 plus 6 is dead, man.
Yeah, he just got blown up.
Okay, rending's making a power play this game.
Yeah, really, really out here.
Okay, so the rules technically say, I mean, they do say, that I can move at 3 inches after a successful melee duel.
Yes.
So what that's going to allow me to do, more than likely, is hug myself right up on you there and hope you don't wallop on me here in a second. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yep. With the benefit being, is it still, you've already used a melee action, so you only get wounds on 6, or hits on 6?
I believe that.
Does that count
I
as
haven't
rending,
been
though?
I haven't been corrected yet.
Does that count as rending if you're forced to hit
I think
on
so,
6?
because it's an attribute of the gun, not an attribute of like my battle
Right.
brother is tired, right?
So, I think that makes sense for our plan of attack.
Well,
Unless
do you hit him, or do
I
you
might actually
go hit the
charge
frag
into
blaster?
The frag blaster.
Yeah, because I think you have a better chance of hitting him because he has no rending on his CCW.
And either way, I'm not going to score points because we're contesting both.
Yeah,
I have a
and
chance
unless
scoring
you knock one of my
or do
guys, so you don't even have to kill him.
You know what? Let's do it. I'm going to go for the frag blaster.
Okay, now let's just double check our 8-inch movement there. Oh, we're plenty good, because you can just hop on, whee, fly over there. Okay, what you got?
So, we got 2 attacks, AP1 with rending.
On 3s?
On 3s.
Hits both, no rending.
1 rending. Or
No,
1 AP,
3 and a
I mean.
4.
One,
Yes.
1 AP.
Yeah, okay. Saves on 4s. Saves a 1. Rolls to check effect. Dies. That's
Oh,
1
let's
plus
go.
5. That's a 1 tap right there. As the frag blaster delivers, he also takes. Wait, that didn't even make sense. Okay, after a successful melee duel, would you like to move 3 inches? You could reinforce the objective knowing that I could attack him.
Yeah, I could do that. Throw me 3 inches towards that middle cover.
Do you want to hide on the other side? Yeah, like maybe
Yeah.
this side.
Just gonna. That guy's.
I wonder if the rule is for slow if you only get to move 1.5 inches, but that seems annoying. Okay. Unfortunately, you don't get 2 points for having 2 robots there, but wouldn't that be fun? They could just
But I
crowd my
did.
whole thing around there, you know?
I got 1 point and gave up 1 for you.
Well, and I still have 2 models to activate.
Oh yeah.
Dang, did you run a really light list or something?
Well, you already blew up.
Yeah, I've killed 2, you've killed 2. You activated first this turn, though. So I do have 1 more model than you, though. Which is a surprising change, playing a Battle Brothers list.
Yeah, a lot of points went into that Overseer for him to die immediately.
So, I think we're going to do something bold here. And run over and take this objective, instead of attacking your guys. Ooh! Plot twist, I can use my Psychic before I move.
Alright.
This is going to put him right in the way of your boy. And this is also the time, and I wish I weren't reminding you, but I say this for, future viewers. The protocol he's selected on his Psychomancer is giving him immense anti-psychic abilities. So this is going to be where that finally pays off, hopefully. Just hitting the show Psychic thing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to see the Watch Captain go ahead and... Okay, sorry, I was reading something wrong. Go ahead and... we're gonna do it bold. We're gonna do it bold. Normally I would do Psychic Terror here and do 2 automatic hits with AP2, but where's the fun in that? Right, we do that all the time. We need something more fun like Cerebral Trauma, where I can target you and you take 1 hit with AP3. Like, how much more fun is that, right? So, I'm going to hit this on a 4 up because it is a 5+, and I am Psychic 1. I whiff it completely.
Nice.
Okay, well, now we're going to utilize our charge to just go take this objective as we previously measured before that failed psychic action. And with no models left to activate on the side of the Robot Legion, we're left with this gentleman hiding in the back. And we will get to move up a little bit and take a shot at one of those boys over there. So we'll move right there, aim our guns correctly. Got little magnets, gonna use them. Aiming right over him. See, that's why I would have missed. Gotta aim that down. Okay. And we will just take a shot at this guy. Obviously, we can't see the one around the building.
Alright. That is the one without a shield, too.
Perfect.
No shield wall.
Perfect. So we're gonna hit this on a 2. Because of the discipline characteristic. Alright, we got it. It's AP1. So what you got?
Alright. 4 up save.
I whiffed it. 2. Regeneration.
5 up regen.
Regened.
Love to see it.
Beautiful. Okay. And with that, we'll go to the overhead camera and talk about the results of this turn. So, we've seen the Psychomancer. Talk about what you guys did here. They got weird names, man. I don't know them.
Well, my main plan kind of blew up when the Overseer died, but we did avenge him by taking out Johnny and the Frag Blaster, putting us a bit back towards equal footing. Still a bit far away from objectives, though. Gonna have to make some moves in the next round, get some advancing going on. And you know, with 2 wounds left on the tough for the Psychomancer, I think there's still some room to get some good work done, especially because your psychic guy there only has 1 left, and maybe we can get another 5+ roll and knock him out as well.
That's what I'm worried about here. With only 1 wound left before losing the tough value on my psychic and, you know, bullet sponge, if you will, you know, I'm left with just a squad of you know, Watch Brothers, and they're great melee, but maybe we won't see that. We saw some high effect from your Gauss rifles already, taking out Johnny Prime Beef in 2 shots, wasn't it? I mean, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, 2 shots from these guys, and then 1 shot did 2 wounds to the Watch Captain. I mean, that's not a good look. But I think we will see. I'm not even sure you'll make it to this objective by the end of this next turn. I think we'll see your army focusing on this side of the table for the most part, with some of your guys just trying to clean up over here. Just to give away the strategies. Cool. Well, with that, we'll clean up some of the die. We don't have any models that are knocked, so we won't have to pick anybody up and check for morale at the beginning of this turn. So we'll come back for turn 3. Back for turn 3 here. This is going to be the Watch Brothers going first here. The score is now 3-1 in favor of the Watch Brothers. After we counted up the points, we saw that Watch Brother and this Watch Captain holding an objective, while the robots are kind of huddled up there in the middle. So, with the first activation, we need to get out of the back line and kind of away from these buildings. See if we can get some effectiveness. I'm really thinking this is going to be the main stage of the battle, with the robots now all being stricken by slow. So, theater. Yeah, intertwined of sorts. So, I really liked what happened with the energy sword last time, so I think we'll go in there and mess this dude up. This is the guy with the dot on him, so he's going to be the special guardian. So with the energy sword aimed properly at that gentleman, we will attack twice on 3s, and we will also pull our list back out of our pocket. Okay. On 3s with rending, AP1. 2 rending, bro. Come on. Come on. These things are gross.
Ooh. 2 6-ups.
Didn't get him. No regen.
Ooh.
Dude, that's a bad look.
Nope, we don't like it.
All right, so that is 2 wounds, not an automatic kill. We need to check for effects here. Okay, it is an automatic kill.
Oof.
That's not a hot look, man.
Not
That's unfortunate. His energy swords were a worthwhile upgrade, though. Okay, well, free move 3 is going to see me challenging that objective there. And with that, would you like to blast him? You can shoot him. You can shoot through the objective. That thing doesn't actually exist.
Not much point in shooting him. He's already gone. He's already been activated.
Well, yeah. The only reason I mention it is because of his energy sword. So meleeing him is interesting because he'll give you rending.
So, I think what we want to do here is move the Psychomancer 4 inches towards that bottom objective. And light up the guy currently occupying it.
Okay, what are you going to hit him with? You are within 12.
Just the wrist laser. 3 attacks, AP 3. Hitting on 3s. Trifecta here.
Is there any rending on that?
There is not.
Okay, well you hit all 3. So these are going to be saves on 6s. We save 1, take 2. We've officially exceeded our tough, and we are now at 4. And we are dead.
Blow up.
Rip watch captain.
Putting in work. Alright, that was worthwhile.
Well, and having not used... Oh, well, you don't actually have psychic abilities, that's right.
Nope.
Okay, let me carry forward your 1 tough wound there and your activation token. That was nice, because now, having moved my unit over there, I've just forsaken this battle watch brother to be the only one to hold this objective against what is clearly a Psychomancer to be feared. So... we will see what happens with that. In fact, I was gonna move this gentleman up and have him do something, but I think what we'll do first. You know what? I lied. We are going to move him up, and I'm going to explain my thought process here. What I was going to do is have this. Oh, actually, if that's not within 12, I can make it within 12. That's going to be fine. Okay, so I was going to have the plasma equipped watch brother take a shot at this gentleman with his plasma and his bolter to hopefully do some damage, and then move this guy up later to finish him off. But what I'm worried about is him taking a shot at him and stunning him, making it so I can't make it to this objective later. Since he's already gone, it actually makes more sense to move him here now and risk the stun. Now, the stun wouldn't claim me the objective, but it does get me there for next turn without having to move. So, we are within 6, for sure. So we'll hop up there. And we'll go ahead and take our shot, our 1 shot from the heavy rifle, hitting on 2s at this gentleman. 1 AP. Right. We're going to hit that. There's no rending. So you're going to save that on 4s, correct?
Save it on a 4.
That's a nice big 6 save.
That's a good save.
Okay. And you're up again. So you've got these 2 gentlemen here, and this gentleman up here.
So, I think order of battle here, we need to take our Eternal in the middle of the map. No, not him.
Eternal. Is
that Guardian within 8 inches of the guy on the top objective?
Yes. Especially with his jetpack. Yes.
Might have a better chance of...
And know that my next activation is a 50-50 of my guy hopping right around here.
Right.
Because I need to be within 12 of your Psychomancer to use the plasma attachment on my rifle.
I think we try and take that guy out before he has a chance to activate, so I think I'm going to do the 8-inch charge back over to that objective.
Okay.
Contesting 1 either way. Might as well try and knock out a guy.
So what you got here? Is this the classic 3-3-3?
2 attacks. AP 1 with rending.
Hitting on 3s. 1 rending hits both.
Oh, boy.
Rolls the rending. Whiffs the rending.
Wow. I think that's an automatic fail.
It literally did land on a 6, but it landed in the register down there, so we're not going to count it.
Equivalent of going to the grocery store and saying something doesn't have a...
I got a 1, so
Nice.
on the second roll. I think so, yes. So the second one is AP 1, right? So it stays on a 4?
It's just AP1. This doesn't have a price on it. It's
Okay.
free, right?
You hit both of those.
Alright.
And I'm going to have to roll to check effects and probably die before I can hit you with my energy sword
But
back.
he will be stunned regardless.
And so he can't hit you back.
And he won't have obsec.
Okay, well, he's stunned. He did not die. He does not control the objective and cannot shoot the Psychomancer. And retains his 2 wounds. That's big. That's big.
That was what I was hoping for. A kill would have been nice,
Now,
but...
that was a successful melee battle. Would you like to move to the other side of that to maybe get slightly out of range of somebody?
The only one who can go is the guy who's closest.
Yeah, and the only thing is if I decided to charge you, he is within 12 right now.
I want to keep him within 8 of the other objectives, that way I can hop over and murder
That's fair.
the guy.
That's fair.
Just keep him in check.
Okay, so I just have this one Watch Brother to go, and you still have this Eternal here.
I have both Eternals.
No, this...
Oh, I... Did he go?
Did he go? I don't recall him going.
To go for the,
I don't recall him going.
I think I've only moved 2 people.
Because I only had this guy to go here.
Yeah, no, he...
I moved one up here. He died. No, yeah, I moved this guy up here. He got a kill. Right?
I moved the Psychomancer. He got a kill.
Yep. So yeah, he hasn't gone yet. He hasn't gone yet. There's been 2 activations on each side.
Alright.
And 2 kills. Wow, that's very efficient. 2 activations, 2 kills.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath now.
Okay.
Robot Legion has.
So, I just have 1 to go. Oh, because you stunned my unit because he didn't get a chance to go. That's why it appears imbalanced. So I'm worried about him getting shot, and being eliminated. So this guy is not really going to be able to get in range of him. So I need to worry more about him. So if I can kind of hop myself out a little bit and maybe get some damage off onto this guy, that might be beneficial for me. So I just need to basically get right there, because like I said, that other guy had range of him. So now this is just my standard. Hits on 2, AP 1. Hits it. Now let me double check it's not rending. I'm almost positive it is not rending. It is not rending. So this is AP 1, so you're going to save this on a 3 with an Eternal?
Yeah, 2... yes, this is a 3 up.
You don't save it. That's a 1.
Oh.
Okay, we'll roll to check. 5 up regen. Did not regen it. Roll to check effects. Is stunned. With 1 wound. Now, one thing we did wrong about stun that we're gonna correct this time around is units stand up next turn, which means you get to activate first, and if you can get a shot off onto this guy, I don't even get to stand him up next turn. I don't even get to roll for morale. They stand up at their activation.
Alright.
Not at the end of the turn. Okay, so you just have this gentleman.
Alright. So I think he's got to move 4 towards the objective and shoot your guy.
Inventive strategy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where you can move to. So what kind of pain is he bringing?
He's got the heavy Gauss rifle, 2 attacks, rending, no AP.
Snake eyes.
Oof. You hate to see it.
I do hate to see it. Okay. That is the end of the 3rd turn. Let's flip it to overhead, kind of give a talk here. Like you said, this was an absolute bloodbath. We saw just, you know, two stuns right there at the end, 2 immediate kills at the beginning, wiping out a tough 3 on my side, removing the psychic completely, and also the model you stunned is my upgraded plasma rifle wielding Watch Brother. So that's dangerous for me because the rest of my guns aren't very good. I mean, have they done anything yet? Not really. So that'll be interesting. You know, what do you see on your side? What are you looking forward to here?
I gotta knock you off all the objectives and claim some.
Yeah, you do.
Points up. So we'll see what happens. Not looking too spicy.
Right now, the score is 5-2 in favor of the Watch Brothers. After they had claimed these two objectives by the end of that turn, and this brother being incapacitated right now has no effect on that robot holding that objective. So with that said, we will come back once we remove the markers for turn 4. Okay, we're back for turn 4 here. Last turn of this game of Watch Brothers versus Robot Legion, Grimdark Future 2.5. And in turn 4, we're going to see the Robot Legion going first. But we do have 2 stunned models going into this, one of which already has 2 wounds. That's going to be interesting. So, with that being said, Robot Legion, what are we doing?
Alright, so I pretty much have to kill everybody in order to win this. So we gotta be bold here and maybe hope that the stunned brother at the top dies instead of...
Yeah, during his activation, he's going to have to roll for morale, and he may just die.
So, I think we have to take our sword and shield guy and rush that middle objective and charge one of the 2 brothers.
Do you want white shoulder pad or green shoulder pad?
We'll do the close one.
Okay, that's the white shoulder pad. Okay, and now correct me if I'm wrong, but this is 2 attacks hitting on 3's AP1 with rending?
2 attacks, AP1 and rending.
Alright, here we go. Alright, that's going to be 1 hit, no rending, but you're going to get that AP.
Yep.
So this is going to be a save on a 4. That's no save, that's 1 wound, roll to check effect. He is stunned.
Alright. So that's a good start.
Now you can move if you'd like, or retain. You can move 3, which wouldn't really help you. But you could move around the other side of that. I wouldn't really worry about it because the only other guy that can attack you is over here, and he can't shoot through that wall.
Point, so we're just gonna keep him there.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna find out if that brother dies or not. So standing up, he's got to roll a morale test. Now, his quality is 3, but being fearless, he's going to stand up on a 2. That's a 6. My man is very full of morale. So, he's going to hop around to the other side of that objective. And the plan was to take a shot at that Psychomancer. Now, let's verify that we are within 12. We are. Now, that's important because he has a plasma mod on his rifle. So that plasma mod, we're going to use it first. Or does he have a plasma mod? Am I tripping? There it is. Okay. So AP1 hits on A2. AP1. A1, AP4 hits on a 2. That's a 1. That's a whiff.
Nice.
Alright, we're going to do that heavy rifle. Still on to him. So that's going to be hitting on a 2, AP1. Hits it. AP1, you
Nice.
save on a 4?
Save on a 4.
Don't save, regen on 5. Don't regen. That's a 2nd wound to tough. Could I find the 2 side of the die? Thank you. Okay.
Alright.
So you still have these 3 gentlemen.
So, I think we gotta be bold here.
Gotta point the guns back at him. That's why I whiffed. Wasn't aimed at him.
Am I within 18 inches of the guy on the middle objective with the Psychomancer?
Yes.
22.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, so not really much point in moving him because he won't be able to get to an objective with 4. Unless you can't run 8 anywhere, because he doesn't have.
Well, if he had a jetpack, man.
Just outside. So we are just gonna shoot the battle brother who hasn't gone on the middle objective.
Okay. What you got on him?
So that is my wrist laser, which has been doing good. 3 attacks, AP3, hitting on 3.
Hits all of them.
Still doing good.
No rending, right?
AP3. No rending.
All 6s. Saves 1. So that's 2. We're going to roll to check effect. My man has perished.
Alright.
He is absolutely gone with the wind here. Look at me. Okay, what was the wound value on this gentleman? I seem to have moved his die. Do you recall? It doesn't quite matter for the end of the game here, but...
Yeah, he's just stunned.
I think, let's just say it's 2. Oh, it was 1, it was 1. And then I rolled a 1. I got double snake eyes, it was crazy. Okay, so, now I just have this gentleman left to go. It is within my best interest to not actually move, but to take a shot at this guy that hasn't gone yet, because, well, he doesn't have to pass the morale test to stand up anyway. So, doesn't really matter which one I shoot, actually, except for the fact that I could kill him right now, and not risk losing both of my guys. However, should it be argued that I can't see him because he's like under the jersey barrier because he's on his side? Like,
yeah, is that full cover?
Like, I'm willing to give that partial. I'll hit it on a 3. Alright, I hit it. It's AP1. Save on a 4? Or a 3. 3 on that guy, right?
It doesn't matter because it was a hit?
No, I think you have to save it.
Oh, okay. If you hit it, is it just a hit, or do you have to wound them as well?
I think it actually says hit now that you're saying it.
I'm pretty sure that happened your last game. That kind person wrote up that whole thing, and I think they were saying something about you just had to be charged or hit.
Yeah, I'm checking it now.
Shout out whoever wrote that up, by the way.
Yeah, that was Lules666. I'm actually referencing your comment right now to double check this. If they take any hits from shooting, then they are knocked out immediately without needing to check wounds. So this gentleman has now perished.
Alright, so I officially can't tie the game up, so I'm just going to take a vanity shot and try and kill your guy on the top site.
Okay. Well, you don't even need to kill him because he can't do anything, so why not try to kill him? Oh, that guy. That guy's what you're talking about.
That guy. Because either way, I won't be able to make up an extra point to get a tie, so...
So what's 24?
24 inches, he's well within.
Yeah, you're good.
So I'm just going to shoot him.
2 shots?
2 shots, no AP, but with rending.
Both hit.
Alright.
Save on 3s. Saves both.
Oof.
Vanity shot, dude. That's my kind of vanity right there.
Go.
Okay, well, let's flip to the overhead. Give kind of a little wrap up here. We'll talk about what went right, what went wrong, maybe some changes we'll make for these lists next time we're able to play. So, I mean, what we see at the end of the game here is 2 more points for the Battle Brothers, the Watch Brothers here, and 1 for the Robot Legion because they're holding this objective here. We saw a lot of carnage, a lot of dead models. We were getting to the point where if we played 1 more turn, it's possible that the Battle Brothers just walked because half their units are dead. And that wouldn't have happened on the Robot Legion side because they automatically passed the morale test, so they wouldn't have had to rout. So that could have been really interesting had this been a 5-point game or a 5-turn game. So I think as far as what went right for the Battle Brothers or the Watch Brothers here, the fast on Johnny was great, even though he didn't get to do anything other than claim that point at the beginning of the game and just make it a scramble down here to try to stop the Watch Brothers from getting a point. I think the energy swords were surprisingly effective. The frag blaster was worth it. I was worried about that. I've got a really big like flamethrower coming too, to be able to swap them in and out. That's one of the cool things about those magnets. I think the regular gun on the Watch Brothers isn't great. I wish it has 2 attacks. At least having the AP1 is nice enough. But the fact that I had to pay, I think, 5 points for that is not great. I mean, these guys start with a heavy pistol, which would only give them 12-inch movement, or 12-inch range, and that would have really been a problem here. I wouldn't have been able to do anything about the warrior that was hiding, or the eternal that was hiding out here most of the game. So I think that kind of wraps up my thoughts on what happened with the watch. What do you think happened with the robots here?
Well, hey, I wanted to try with the fast attack, get some ambush in with the jetpacks, and maybe if the first war scythe attack had actually managed to land a hit on the frag blaster and save the overlord, could have gone a bit better. I do like the jetpacks, actually. Really nice to get around that dangerous terrain and make full use of that 8 inches. You know, because that slow really hampers it, because my Eternals in the back couldn't get too far up, being 4-inch movement if I wanted to shoot as well, which was always shooting. Psychomancer, always MVP. Really quality. Has a lot of good weapons on it, good choices for it.
Yeah, and are you able to take that same weaponry and play that on the Technomancer and get the psychic ability next time?
Yeah, no, you can do that with the Technomancer.
Yeah, I think that may be a welcome change, because I only got to put 1 psychic spell out here, and for how long you were able to keep that, the Psychomancer in the game, I think having psychic on there, the ability to do 2 range attacks would have really helped.
Oh yeah, it's just a lot of short range spells with the Robot Legion. And,
well, and movement spells, something we haven't explored a whole lot yet.
There is one. But it's only up to 3 inches, so not the most effective, and only goes on a 5+. So, I've never found them too effective, and prefer just to go with the unbinding, personally. That or maybe, Nightmare Protocol, which gives ambush, might be useful, but I just don't really.
Well,
want to put my
yeah, and then you wouldn't have to. Well, and I wonder. I don't think it was the ambush that really helped you out with the movement on those guys. I think it was the jetpacks. And the jetpacks do grant the ambush, but you could have ended up in the exact same spot, using just the jetpack.
I wouldn't have ambush on the Overlord and just have those warriors drop in with jetpacks.
Yeah, and make sure he's within 12 inches of where they're going to drop in.
Not even. He's got a pretty decent heavy repeater rifle on him with 3 attacks, maybe 2. Probably could have made more use of that and just have him as long range support instead of trying and failing to tank.
Yeah, it is quite often on this board that we're playing on a 43x30 that 24 inches is not a hampering attack, that you can cover most of the board with that. As we just saw, this guy that's basically 2 inches from the edge of the board can hit somebody on this far away objective. So 24 inches is basically a sniper in this. I mean, I have played a 36-inch gun, and I enjoyed that on this, because you can hit somebody like immediately on turn 1. So that's always fun. So we could experiment with that too. I think we did. One of our first games, I think you had played a sniper with ambush one time.
I played a sniper with ambush, and it was pretty okay, but I think it was 2nd edition. The Overlord had a 48-inch rifle.
Yeah.
Which did like 4 hits, and it could absolutely shred somebody.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the robots were really OP. I'm very surprised about the results today. Yeah, and I really think it came down to dealing with that Overlord and ruining that entire strategy immediately.
Yeah, it kind of blew up in my face. Just happy I could get your characters back as well, honestly.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Two 1-taps, right?
Yeah, you blow up my Overlord, I'll still take your guys out. So I think it's a worthwhile loss. The next
robots
Legion, they're pretty much immortal. They'll come back.
Yeah, well, regeneration saved you multiple times today. But we did see rending, especially on those swords, just completely cut that ability out. So was happy to see that be a worthwhile upgrade, especially because I had to paint them, man. Like those were annoying. That's like 4 colors of blue. Well, with that, I think we'll wrap up this battle report on the Watch Brothers versus the Robot Legion's Grimdark Future Firefight version 2.5. if you have any suggestions on what could be done better, hopefully we got the rules a little better this time, a little closer to what they actually are. I'm sure there's a couple things that we messed up. I'd love to know, love to improve. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.